Hi, my name is Gladys Springborn, and I'm a district parent and employee. Since the start of COVID, there's been talk of the wide-ranging impact on kids and families from that experience. Though we passed the immediate crisis, the effects are still with us. According to the CDC's most recent Youth Risk Behavior Survey, poor mental health and suicidal thoughts and behaviors are increasing for nearly all groups of youth. Students of all ages are also struggling with anxiety, social connection, and learning setbacks. This isn't something our students are going to recover from in 1 year. At the same time, there's a shortage of mental health care providers trained to work with them. The American Psychological Association believes that schools are a key way to reach and help children. One strategy they suggest is cultivating school connectedness, the degree to which young people feel that adults and peers at school care about them and are invested in their success. That's been shown as a key contributor to mental health. Youth who feel connected during middle and high school have fewer problems with substance use, mental health, suicidality, and risky sexual behavior as adults. So if we want to help our students grow into healthy adults, we need to step up to meet their mental health needs now and foster school connectedness. School social workers play a critical role in that process and need to be kept as a resource for students. And as you've heard, music and the performing arts are also a strong source of connectedness for many youth. In middle and high school years, students often have different teachers and classmates from year to year. In the performing arts, they usually have one teacher and a core set of classmates that stay with them throughout those years. That provides an invaluable opportunity to grow a sense of community. Given what current youth have been through, it feels reckless for the district to pull resources from students, take away key staff they can talk to if they're struggling, take away their safe spaces, reduce contact between our youngest learners and special education teachers, and increase class sizes. The short-term money you save now will lead to more costly issues in the future. This is what the data shows. Better to look at deferring implementation of new curriculum, making cuts to administration, reducing how much money is set aside in reserve. Please wait to vote on this budget until May 9th so you can better explore the options. As the EA president said last week, please be the heroes. Our kids deserve nothing less from you.
Seems to me that when budget cuts are needed, the first thing to get chopped are the arts programs. The arts are as much a necessity as math, history, and English. I suggest you make other arrangements and get creative with your budgets, maybe renegotiate with vendors and such. If it's too late to explore those avenues of saving money, then that onus is on you, the council. You should have foreseen these issues. I would also like to have known when the last time was that the school district went through an independent audit. I don't think it's ever gone through an independent audit. I truly understand your predicament, and this school district is under a lot of pressure. I don't envy you in this endeavor. My daughter has been at the school district music program since day one. She has spent literally thousands of hours practicing and honing a skill she loves in a place that embraces her. She is a great person, a place where she and others practice respect for one another each and every day. These students have found a place where they are able to release stress, the stresses they are under, being creative and having a place that they can truly be their best selves. I think you would be hard-pressed to find such an openness and inclusivity of all walks of life. The arts is that place. Many of the students in the arts programs are trying to get noticed by colleges for their talents and their future opportunities such as scholarships. My daughter being one of them, as many of the other students are also. By reducing the arts program, many of these opportunities will be out of reach and out of touch for these students. I ask that you really reconsider these cuts and postpone your vote. Thank you very much.
Next to follow. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and I'm the Vice President of the Mountlake Terrace Music Boosters. You may have heard of us. My personal stake in the proposed budget cuts is simple. My son is a 10th grader, and he's a musician in the Mountlake Terrace Jazz Ensemble. This program has had an enormously positive impact on his learning, his happiness, his sense of belonging, and his personal relationships. He's connected to music every day. Excuse me. It drives him to do better and to be better. He's doing things that I never could have done at his age, and in large part because of Mr. Fall, this program, and this community. To cut the program would have a direct and unfortunate impact on his life and so many others. You've been tasked to make budget cuts, and your proposed plan was presented last week in great detail. The proposed cuts are severe, and choices before you are not easy. However, being a board member is your choice, and it's time to face music, literally. I'm asking that you look at what's most critical for our students as they're still recovering from the trauma of the pandemic. What is it that's bringing them to school every day? What is it that's giving them joy? What's helping them learn and achieve in all disciplines? What communities have they built? The answer is simple. It's the arts. It's music. I've never seen my son more connected. Please make the hard choice. Reject the current proposal, delay your vote, save the arts, and find your cuts elsewhere. A quote from John Lennon: "When you're drowning, you don't say, 'I would be incredibly pleased if someone would have the foresight to notice me drowning and come and help me.' You just scream." We're screaming. Our students are screaming. Please hear us. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Surprised you don't know my name by now. I'm Jill Ispitia, retired firefighter, MTHS Music Booster President. I didn't explain last week what drove me to retire from the fire department. During the pandemic, we experienced the largest increase in adolescent suicidal thoughts and ideations. There was a 30% increase in emergency room visits for mental health reasons for children ages 12 to 17. Our emergency calls switched from fire and chest pain to mental illness responses. More statistics. Nearly 20% of high school students report serious thoughts of suicide, and 9% have made an attempt to take their lives. This percentage has increased 12% and continues to rise. We currently have 7 to 8 high-risk students in our music program that I'm aware of, and there's probably more. People that have vulnerable self-esteem are the highest at risk for suicide. Music and arts are the departments where the students feel the safest. They are accepted for who they are and are encouraged by their peers. Do you not understand that? Last weekend, our Jazz 2 large ensemble won their division at the Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival. Thank you. But they didn't even feel up to celebrating because they knew it was their last time to do this. Their class is being cut. It was really sad to see that. Also to be cut is percussion, a specialized class where practice can only happen during school. Our students need these classes. It is beyond my capacity to understand how you can, across the board, cut so much of the music and arts program when the district's focus is on social emotional learning. Again, this is their community and safe space, and you are telling them they are not worth it. This program saves lives. Then on top of that, you are eliminating social workers. You are removing resources that keep our students safe. Do you think the counselors are busy now? Just wait until you cut these programs. As our elected officials and as well-paid administration, I would expect you to work hard to make a decision to protect our students. It's time you fight for our students. I am asking you to postpone your vote tonight rather than make a knee-jerk decision and cut those classes that are obvious choices. Why aren't you fighting for them? Why aren't you ensuring our music and art students aren't going to be found on the floor in their bedroom by the fire department?
Thank you. Thank you.
So my name is Larissa Peugeot, and I'm going to talk about how supportive and healing the music program has been for students. On January 20, 2021, Mountlake Terrace High School principal, Mr. Schellenberg, sent the email about the second student dying by suicide at Mountlake Terrace High School. He provided a list of counselors' names and their phone numbers. The list had 5 counselors for about 1,300 students. As you're aware, there were hardly any resources provided by the school district to address rising of depression and suicidal thoughts among the students due to COVID isolation. I don't know how to express what a parent feels when I saw once happy, cheerful kids sitting in a dark room for hours, sometimes a couple of days, and refusing to open the blinds, refusing to eat. During COVID time, my husband and I had to go to work because we provided the first responder essential services. And when I called my daughter and she did not pick up the phone, my thoughts were, will I make it in time back home? I thank you, Music Director Mr. Darren Fall, for keeping some kind of normalcy for his music students, for encouraging them to speak with each other and continue playing their musical instruments. Please note that Mr. Fall inherited a bunch of freshmen who has not finished middle school due to school closure in April 2020. And then the students continued their freshman year via Zoom classes until the end of April 2021. Mr. Fall might not be a counselor, mental health professional, but he helped many kids to go through their first year of high school without them stepping foot in the school building. If you ever watched him working with his students, you would have noticed how enthusiastic his style of teaching is. The school board stated earlier that the mental health is a big concern. Therefore, I ask you to keep the music program alive for the mental well-being of your students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Jane Denke, and I have a son in 11th grade enrolled at Mountlake Terrace High School. The very center of his universe is the jazz program there. It's an award-winning jazz program that is slated to be cut next year. The last time I stood at this podium, I ended with an analogy regarding the Titanic. The boat was sinking, but the band played on. In that story, the band did their job. They honored what they were called there to do. You've been called here to represent our students' needs. It's your job to pilot the district's financial decisions. You are all co-captains. In a sense, we are your crew. We've shown up to do our jobs as parents and students and constituents. We're here to represent, but so are you. You are here to represent what is for the better good of us all. I think we all see eye to eye when I say the kids come first. In this moment, at this time, you are their voices. You are the people that will either support their journeys or impede them. You are their voices. When you say hard starboard and the boat keels over, you're taking the kids with you. We're the band. You're the captains. Be the captains you are supposed to be. Throw us a life ring. SOS. Save the music. Find a solution. Delay the vote. Thank you.
My name is Sophia Peugeot, and I'm a junior at MTHS, and a trumpet player in jazz band too. Most of my band friends have played musical instruments starting at 5th grade for 5 to 8 years. There were moments where I felt to drop playing trumpet and choose some easy elective in middle school. I remember watching the performance of MTHS Jazz Band at Java Cool Jazz Paramount Theater. That jazz band inspired me, a middle school student, to continue playing my trumpet in hopes of getting into jazz program at MTHS. During COVID, I had no hope of anything. Every day was a struggle, and I could never focus. There was constant fear, and my sanity was nowhere. The proposal by the school board to cancel classes for a year or two is not going to work. Learning to play a musical instrument requires everyday practice, or at least most days. Music students gradually move from one level to another. If any class is canceled in this chain, it will break the learning process beyond recovery. Last week, both jazz bands went to Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival and brought the first place award for Jazz Band 2. Our Jazz Band 2 has less than 30 students and therefore is cut next year. You are deciding my band future, the future of 19 other students and my friends, whether we will continue to play and bring recognition and glory of MTHS in the Edmonds School District, or we will be cut because of statistic numbers. Our number is 0.2 FTA and $29,000 in costs. But we are not just numbers on paper. We are your students and people. We respectfully ask you, our educators, to come to our Jazz 2 class, watch us play jazz, look into our eyes, and with clear consciousness tell us, sorry kids, this district doesn't have $29,000 for you, and we're cutting your classes and your hopes. Please be compassionate and brave and grant us the wish and personally bring us this news. Please reconsider these cuts.
Hi, I'm Darren Fall. I bet you didn't know. You didn't know the arts meant so much to our community. I certainly didn't know, and I've worked as the band director at Mountlake Terrace for 25 years. What a gift to me to see this outpouring from the community, but also what a gift to you in your position. Now you know. Perhaps you thought there were pockets in the district, maybe downtown Edmonds, where they are clearly an arts-focused community. But now you know that people throughout the district are not in favor of cutting music and art programs in any way. They do not want their kids to attend schools with limited or no access to these programs. It's not your fault. You didn't know, but now you know. And it's incumbent upon you to listen. You have to figure out how to provide what our community wants, or those with means will pull their kids out. Schools are governed locally in order to best meet the needs of the local community. It's up to the school board to help create the schools that our community wants. And what do they want? They want robust arts programs for every student. They want the benefits of the arts that the arts bring to their kids and their families and their school cultures. They want safe spaces, creative spaces, places for kids to be authentic and discover who they are. They want enriched lives for their kids. They want them to engage and find their passions. And they want all the side benefits that music provides: higher graduation rates, improved mental health, a sense of belonging, improved GPA and test scores, engagement in school, and on and on. That's what they want, and now you know. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If anyone can prove and show me that I think and act in error, I will gladly change it. For I seek the truth, by which no one has ever been harmed. The one who is harmed is the one who abides in deceit and ignorance." I bet you didn't know, but you know now. Thank you.
Thank you.